Can I just speak for myself, please?
Determination is the chromosome. You make no sense.
Yeah, sex is determined by chromosomes on it carries necessary genetic information to initiate the development of your reproductive anatomy. Yes,
what's your definition of sex?
That's what I just said. Okay.
What's your definition?
So then why is it that
both of you going to speak to me at the same time? Or both of you cutting me off?
I'm asking you to justify an assertion you just made. What's your definition of sex?
Okay, sex is just an evolved reproductive strategy ordered toward denoting the capacity to produce large or small gametes. That's what sex is.
You said what?
Are you slow? Did you hear what I said?
No, people can barely fucking understand you. So what's your definition of sex?
Yeah, could you talk a little slower, bud?
No, I'm not gonna. If you're just slow, I'm not gonna slow it down for you. So,
what's your definition of sex?
I'm gonna do it. Both of you need to stop talking then. So, sex is just an evolved reproductive strategy that produces or denotes the capacity.
Yeah, what's your basis for this definition? What's your basis for this definition?
I'm not done.
You don't need to be done. What's your basis for the definition?
The basis for the definition is evolutionary biology. Evolutionary biology clearly displays that there are reproductive strategies that set towards the reproductive capacity for different organisms. And in evolutionary biology, organisms that produce dissimilar sized gametes are called anosogamy species. I'm assuming you don't know what anosogamy is.
And what's your proof? What's your proof of evolutionary biology explaining this? You can say that this is the case, but you need to provide empirical evidence for the case.
So my source for that, you can go to a website that has tons of medical sources called the Paradox Institute. They have a litany of sources that can indicate to you.
I do not need to do. I do not need to do research for your claim. I do not need to do research for your claim. I do not need to do research for your claim.
That's not what I said.
I would love to.
That is what you just said. You just told me to go do some research for your claim.
Paradox Institute is created by I'm not done. Sir, at the top, can you allow me to finish? Thanks. So I'm going to finish what I was saying to the host. I'm not speaking to you, sir. I'm not asking for you to
hold on. You do realize I have XX chromosomes and I was born biologically female.
Don't care. So, anyways, host.
I'm actually a detransitionary.
Right, so as I was saying, host. You can. I'm not saying that you have to do my research for me. What I am saying, however, is that you can look at the source that I've given you. I'm giving you.
Why would the source be correct?
To access, well, because the source has all the medical literature regarding.
I'm asking why would the resources that the source is providing be correct? Why is this source correct?
Because they are done. Okay, so they are correct because they are done.
I'm not asking you, man. I'm asking.
It's done by. Well, I keep asking, but you keep talking. So can you stop talking so I can answer you? Beautiful. So
condescending
it is, and there is somebody else interrupting me again. So let me speak a little bit louder, so maybe you can hear me. It's done based upon all the observable data that is present within evolutionary biology for the study of sex.
No, actually,
why would the data they observed be correct? I just asked you that like 5 times.
It would be correct because it's observable. Bro, are you guys gonna keep asking questions?
Wait, hold on, Mila. Let me debate them. So you said it would be correct because of what?
Yeah, because it shows evidently observable data indicating that that's the case.
Yeah, I just asked why would the data be correct, dumbass? You have yet to answer that question.
Because the data has proven to. What are you talking about?
When was it proven to be correct? When was it proven to be correct?
It's proven to be correct in the research, which is why I'm directing you to it so you
can okay, hold on, dumbass, because you can't fucking comprehend. I just asked you why would the research be correct? Then you said because it's observable data. I said why would the observable data be correct? And you said because the research is correct. That's circular.
That's not circular. What you're doing is you're committing an
1,000% that's circular, dude.
That is objectively by definition circular.
No, it's not, because what you're committing is what we call an infinite reduction fallacy. Do you know what that is?
No, I would love for you to give a definition.
Okay, so you don't. So you're ignorant. Sorry, can the gender confused man at the top stop?
No, I never said I didn't know what it was. I said I would love for your definition. That's not ignorance.
Because you don't know. So you're ignorant, all right? So
that's not. You have no basis to say that I don't know what it is. I just asked you for your definition.
I do, because if you did, you wouldn't ask me to.
Can you justify the claim that I don't know what that is?
Yeah. Well,
can we discuss the actual issue at hand here?
We are trying to, but the host is going down committing a lot of logical fallacies, and he doesn't want to admit it. So
all you're doing,
reduction. Sorry, excuse me, sir. At the top, I'm speaking.
I don't give a shit, dude.
All right, so let me speak a little bit louder. So
wait, hold on. Everyone, let me debate them because they think they're doing something they're not.
Right. Yeah. You're already getting cooked, but it's okay. So
I'm getting what?
You're getting cooked. COOK.
I'm getting cooked.
Roasted.
You said
annihilated.
We know you like to get cocked by trans women, but it's all right. So, anyways,
I don't.
What I was
Wow,
sure you don't. So, anyways,
Wow.
as I was saying,
if people are going to be disrespectful,
as I was saying,
no, but
we can't hear
if
you.
someone's
I
going
can't hear
to be
you. I'm
disrespectful
talking.
and rude, should
I'm
we just kick
talking.
them? I feel like this isn't really
I'm like talking right now. So
productive
can I
conversation
finish?
where
Yeah,
we're
don't
talking
really give a shit if you're talking, bro.
Okay, well,
I'll
just speak louder than all of you then.
That's great. We'll keep on talking over you.
Great,
You can just speak
beautiful.
louder than
So what I
everyone
was gonna
else,
say,
right?
host,
And it
is that
doesn't-
basically when we're talking about evolutionary biology, right? When we're talking about those things, there's gonna be particular research that indicates what it is that we're saying. That's all that we're trying to say. So in evolutionary biology,
keep crashing out.
two distinct
Keep getting mad.
How do we know that is true? 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 Obviously, there's going to come a point where
because you're providing zero evidence.
You're calling no, but I just gave the evidence though.
Okay, hold on. So now that you're done, I'm gonna explain why you saying that that's an infinite reduction is inherently correct. An infinite reduction relies on an endless chain.
Inherently correct.
And stop it.
You just said I was correct.
Stop, dumbass. An infinite reduction. An infinite reduction fallacy is an infinite reduction fallacy by definition is a logical error where an argument's justification relies on an endless chain of reasons, causes, or justifications. I have not. Stop talking over me. I have not stopped talking over me. Jesus Christ, stop talking over me.
Why are you crashing out?
No, you can mute him, right?
The reason I don't like doing that. I don't need to do that. The reason that what I did is not an infinite reduction is because I did not provide an argument. I put into question your justification for your argument. That's not what an argument is.
The infinite reduction, the infinite reduction fallacy doesn't rely upon.
Stop stuttering, bitch.
The argument, the infinite reduction fallacy does not rely upon my argument. It relies upon, or can be either of the two. So if
I didn't provide an argument, that's why it's not an infinite reduction. I never provided an argument.
Listen, I gave the argument, and what you're, Manimal, please stop. I am giving you an argument. I'm presenting to you why my evidence is the case, and then what you're doing is you're asking me over and over, how do we know that?
Yeah, that's not what an infinite reduction. That's not what an infinite reduction is. Yeah, that's not what an infinite reduction is.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. So I'm going to read it again because you're just lying, and people in the audience who don't debate think you're correct because you're talking. An infinite. Stop. Mute it. An infinite reduction. An infinite reduction by definition is an argument that relies on infinite justifications. I did not provide an argument, therefore it's impossible for me to commit an infinite reduction fallacy.
Oh my goodness. If you are critiquing my argument and continually asking,
I never critiqued your argument. I asked why is it correct.
Yeah, that's a critique, sir.
That's not what a critique is. A critique. Hold on. So now I'm gonna educate you on what a critique is, because asking a question is not a critique.
If you're questioning the validity of what I'm doing, that's a critique.
That's not what a critique is.
Okay, what is a critique on? Because you're ignorant.
By definition, a critique is defined as a detailed analysis and assessment of something. I never made an analysis or an assessment. So you were assessing my position by asking me questions about it. I never assessed your position. Do you know what an assessment is? Do you know what an assessment is? Do you know what an assessment is?
You are performing an assessment of the position.
No, an assessment by definition is an evaluation or estimation of the nature, quality, or ability of something.
That's what you were doing.
No, it's not. If I ask a question, that means I don't have an evaluation. If I ask a question, that means I don't have an evaluation. If I ask a question, that means I don't have an evaluation.
By asking for sources about what I'm saying, you're trying to assess what I'm doing. That's what you did.
Yeah, hold on. You just hold on. Wait. No. Because you're dumb as fuck. You just said I'm trying to assess, which is a backtrack from you saying that I did assess something. Are you slow? You just backtracked.
You said no, I didn't. No, I didn't. You assessed.
Yes, you did. Hold on. Wait. Stop. Because we stop talking. Because we have actual debaters in here and not your retarded ass chat who doesn't debate in their lives. William, did they not say earlier? William, did they not say earlier that I made an assessment of their argument and now they're backtracking to saying that I was attempting to assess?
I didn't say that you were. I didn't say that. I
yes.
Said that
okay then. Oh, okay then. Oh, okay.
Yes.
You assess the You assess the source by asking for.
Did I assess or did I attempt to assess? There's a difference.
You assessed. You attempted to, and you did.
The solar system. How do we know?
For example, like if we were debate exactly. Thank you, Manimal. So if I gave you a source saying that, for example, the sun is the source of light for the earth, for example, and I showed you a source, and then you go, well, how do we know that the sun is the source of? And I point to the evidence.
And we say empirically. We know because we empirically observe it. All the data shows that's where the light's coming from.
Exactly.
And then you're saying, well, how do we know that?
On that note, I would love to talk about the empirical facts of biological sex.
Can you stop interrupting? No one's talking to you. So anyways, host, that's the thing. So I've already
now who's crashing out?
I've already given you a source. Okay, go eat a McDonald's burger. Sorry, you look like you eat a lot.
Yeah, you need to justify why the source is valid. You need to justify.
I did justify.
You never justified it. You just said it's valid because it's valid.
No, I didn't say that. I said it's valid.
That is exactly what you said.
Bro, you are spiraling at this point.
So I'm going to summarize what you said for you because you're slow.
Let me re-explain it to you. So what I said was, the reason that the source is proven to be true is because of all the observable data points to this. So all the observable data.
Why is the observable data correct? Why is the observable data correct?
Well, that's self-evident, sir. If all the
that's not self-evident. You need to
how we define correct. No, it's how we define correct. Something is correct based on its conformity to what we observe. That's how it's correct.
Can I just talk, please? It's observably true because that's what has been. It's what's been shown. It's what's been demonstrated.
Can studies be disproven?
So if we have a source, who's this person? If we show you a source that indicates,
I'm asking you a question. Can studies be disproven?
Pardon? I'm not giving you studies.
Only if we observe it.
Disproven.
Hold on.
Only through observation.
Can I just answer the question?
And we have only
myself,
observed one thing.
Manimal. He's asking me. Can I just answer?
Mm-hmm.
What's your question, person at the top?
I just asked you a question 5 times. Can studies be disproven?
They can be, yes.
Oh, interesting. So that means that your objective evidence can also be disproven as well.
There's no such thing as objective evidence. Objective means mind.
You're making some pretty wild claims.
There's no such thing as objective evidence?
Yeah, because because the word objective means mind independent. So if we're talking about a study that's created by a human being, it can't be mind independent.
That's not what objective means.
No, that's not even such what objective.
Objective literally means stance or mind independent.
Look,
it means to not be influenced by personal feelings or opinions and just representing facts.
And in order to have personal feelings and opinions, you have to have a mind, dumb fuck. So yes,
okay, if I witness something happening and I say that happens, is that influenced by personal feelings?
Yeah, because you witness.
A study can I
hold on, you would need to. First off, hold on.
A study can be disproven if there is evidence that disproves it. So far, all of the evidence shows what we are telling you. If you want to disprove what we're saying, all you have to do is give us one piece of evidence. Evidence can disprove.
But you made the claim.
You're making the claim that it's otherwise. You're asking why is it correct? We're telling you it is correct because it is based on all observable data.
Based on what?
That is why. Based on all observable data.
Based on the data that's
what observable data?
Evolutionary biology.
Okay. I'm going to give you.
Not all
mammals about the reproduction of mammals.
Manimal, can you stop over talking?
Well, because it's taking forever.
You overtalk everyone. You have no room to talk about that.
Yeah, and go eat a cheeseburger or something. I don't know.
Okay, fat ass. No, anyways, yet again.
I'm a fat ass. How do you know that?
Data, look at your profile picture.
Look at my profile picture. Okay,
like a damn
anime avatar.
No, anyways, as I was saying, right, the observable data shows things like mechanisms known as mutual antagonism. Does anybody in here know what mutual antagonism is? There we go again, the ignorant. So mutual antagonism means that when one particular reproductive set begins to develop, it naturally.
I'm really enjoying this gish gallop of yours, man. It's really entertaining.
That's not what a gish gallop is. If I ask a question, and
you're going from point to point.
Well, I just asked if anyone wanted to address the point, and nobody responded. So that's not gish galloping.
Are you aware of how a dialect within a debate works? We're not required to answer your questions.
If I'm giving you the opportunity to answer the question, I say, does anybody know what mutual antagonism is? And you didn't answer.
Yeah, we're not required to answer your questions.
Okay, so then if you don't want to answer, then allow me to finish. You can't then accuse me of sorry. Can you stop? You can't.
We're not required to answer the
you
question.
Okay, no one said that you were, but you can't then accuse me of gish galloping after I continue.
I never said that.
You've been doing the
You're talking
I'm
for the
not
wrong
talking
person.
about you, host. Not everything is about you. I'm talking about the other persons on the panel. The potato man at the top said that I was gish galloping after I asked a direct
Notice
question.
how no one's flinging insults at you?
If I ask a direct question,
do you notice how no one's flinging insults at you?
Notice how you're interrupting when you're being proven wrong.
Do you notice how no one's flinging insults at you?
So anyways.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way you can get a point across by insulting
As I was
people.
saying, no, I was actually making my point.
Yes, you are. That's exactly what you're doing.
So yet again, I asked a direct question. I asked
yet again, potato man. Go ahead. Yet again,
I asked whether or not
estrogen and testosterone, which are mutual agonists, just like norepinephrine.
Wait, Vogan, come on, because this motherfucker is slow. They haven't yet to justify their evidence.
That's not even the
Vogan, you gotta come on, because they're so slow.
The word is not even an agonism; it's mutual antagonism. You don't even know how to pronounce it correctly. It's called mutual antagonism, not mutual agonism. Okay, so mutual antagonism. Yeah, so mutual antagonism simply refers to a mechanism in evolutionary biology where when one particular reproductive set begins to develop, it naturally inhibits the other. Therefore, humans are born one sex or the other. That proves gonorrheaism to be true. Okay? So the mechanisms, the evident mechanisms that have been... I'm still talking. You don't know. You don't. Sorry, I'm still talking. Right.
Oh, you're still talking. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're talking bullshit.
I'm still talking. So anyways,
you made an incorrect claim.
I'm still talking.
You made an incorrect claim where you stated that, that means that proves that humans are only one sex.
Sorry, I'm talking. Right. So as I was saying, those self-evident mechanisms, the evidence-based mechanisms that have been studied in evolutionary biology show and prove gonorrheaism to be true, and I just explained it. So I've given you a source where you
can do not, and I just explained why they don't.
What does things... Go ahead, Sean. No, you don't have anything to say. Goofy. Do you want to go or not?
I would love to.
There's nothing that's self-evident, by the way.
I just said...
What you actually did was you just explained how human beings can only be one sex or the other. They cannot be both sexes at the same time, which I agree with.
That's gonorrheaism, which is what I said. That's what I was describing.
But now you're making the claim that means that human beings, whatever sex they were developed as at a state of origin, is solidified as their state for their entire rest of their developmental outcome.
That's also a part of the definition of gonorrheaism.
Who's interrupting now?
That's also a part of the definition of gonorrheaism, yes. Gonorrheaism means that we're born one sex or the other.
And now you're taking two definitions.
And we also don't change sex over the course of our life, and that's how it works. So gonorrheaism.
Okay, but the only evidence you provided is for the first part of that definition.
Gonorrheaism is
you would stop talking since I'm talking now. Since you would stop
conjunct is that we're born one sex or the other, and then the second part of the conjunct is that over the course of our lifetime.
So basically, you get to talk whenever you want to talk.
Doesn't change over the course of our lifetime. That's how gonorrheaism works. So all it simply means is that we're born one sex or the other, and then as we're going across the course of our lifetime, the sex does not change. So your statement that humans can change their sex is false, because humans are proven to be gonorrheic species within evolutionary biology. So yes, we're born one sex or the other.
May I respond to that, or am I not allowed to respond?
We don't change sex.
Prove you wrong.
Change sex
and present evidence that you haven't considered.
Just denying biology again. You didn't even know what gonorrheaism was. So I mean, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. You didn't even know what it was.
Leave.
Sorry, I'm not talking to you.
I don't need to know what that word means in order to understand the meaning behind the word, and also in order to.
You don't need to know what the word means to know the meaning behind the word. Did you hear what you just said?
Understanding and knowing are two different things.
You don't need to know what
understanding and knowing are two different
behind the
things.
word.
Understanding and knowing are two different things.
You don't need to know what the word means.
Understanding and knowing are two different things. Understanding and knowing are two different things.
Oh, this place is crazy. That's crazy work.
Understanding and knowing are two different things.
You don't need to know what the word means. You don't need to know what the word means to know the meaning of the word. That's crazy.
Understanding and knowing are two completely different words.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
I don't need to speak French in order to understand what the meaning behind a French word.
Yeah, you do. If you're gonna speak French, you have to know what you mean when you say the word, dummy. Yes,
I understand what you're describing, even if I don't remember. Oh my god, like you do realize, like there are people
Bro
that
said
are
I
bad
can
at
speak
anatomy
French
who
and
are
not know what the
excellent
French
at
words
physiology,
mean.
for instance.
Oh, that's
you do see that this guy's not arguing in good
Go
faith.
ahead,
Yeah,
and
no,
go
they're
ahead,
not. They're not.
go ahead. No,
Make
y'all
a
is getting
point.
cooked.
He's
Y'all
not here to communicate
y'all
with
just
anyone
mad at
or
each
to
other.
exchange ideas.
Yeah,
How we
can I get
wait?
an
Hold on,
argument?
hold on,
Yeah,
hold
so can
on.
I get an argument against Donna Carson, please? And wait.
Hold on, no,
Yes, I
because
would
you're
be happy
doing.
to. May I do
Oh
that now
no!
without
Oh,
you
so you
interrupting me?
can't.
You're doing all
Okay.
this. You're doing all this.
Yeah, can I?
You have to
you
Can,
will be
justify
yeah.
why
So
your
able
source
to.
would
If I
even be
can't,
valid.
Can Mila explain how sex is mutable in humans?
And allow me to make
Hurry
a
up, sir, or
myself.
ma'am,
I
or
do
they or
that.
them, or whatever you go by. Goofy. Go ahead. Oh, you see, every time you
I was born with
supposed to
XX
talk, you get silent.
I want to see this. What
Go
what sex do you
ahead.
think I am then?
Hurry up.
think I am? I was
It's
born
getting
with XX
boring.
chromosome.
My followers are getting very bored. We might move on. Hurry up. Go ahead. Bro, he
You-
won't start. Bro, go.
Okay, I'd be happy to. So your
Bro,
definition of-
go. Talk.
Why are you laughing?
Because every
Is that
time
what
I say
said?
go, you then go silent.
I was literally doing that, and then you laughed.
Bro, go.
I'm literally in the process
Bro,
of
he's
speaking.
so-
All right,
he's so-
here we go. You has parts to it.
I know your Wi-Fi
There's-
shit now,
there's a-
so there we go. That too. We
There's
can
a
barely hear
mutual
what you're saying.
antagonism that
We can't hear
someone
what
can
you're
only-
saying. You sound like you're on a radio show, like you're on Brook and Jubal in the morning.
you can barely
were
hear what I'm
punching out
saying.
Like a. Yeah.
You can barely
were-
hear what I'm saying?
You look like sounds like you were using an iPhone 2 GS. Speak up, please. Couldn't hear you. So funny.
There's absolutely no reason to be rude. We can
Yeah,
all
I'm rude.
here and
To,
have
I'm rude.
have a
To, I'm
conversation in good faith.
definitely rude to
Anyways,
intellectually
as I was
malnourished
saying,
people.
You were
Intellectually
creating a
malnourished people
definition
don't
that
deserve
has
respect.
two parts to it.
It does. It does have two parts. It does.
Actually, really? So you think that we should treat intellectually disabled?
Yeah, what? No,
Really?
that's not.
That's
what
not very
I
ableist
don't
of
know
you,
how
actually.
that follows.
I think
I don't know how that
mentally
follows. I don't know how that follows.
Compassion and reasonable
I don't know how that
accommodation.
follows
That's
from
how
what
I
I
feel.
said, but that's not what I said. So I'm gonna repeat what I said to your dumbass
You
because
said
you're not
intellectually
understanding.
malnourished people
So
don't
yeah, you are.
deserve
Yeah, you are
respect.
intellectually malnourished, and your Wi-Fi
You
is collectively
You
malnourished.
said intellectually malnourished.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
people-
just don't be dumb.
You're literally
Just don't be
insulting
dumb.
me.
Just don't be dumb.
Intellect-
Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna cry? Or are you gonna debate? Are you gonna cry? Or are you gonna debate? Are you gonna debate? Are you gonna debate? Hurry up.
You have a lot of friends.
I
don't
do.
you? Like, I look at your team divide, you have a lot of very
34,000.6.
fueled and
I
happy,
have
fulfilled
34. I have
in your
34,006
life.
friends plus the ones in real life. So yeah. How much do you have? Let's see. Yeah, 156.
And how many people come to your birthday? How many people show up to your
156. That's crazy work. Anyways, go ahead.
Something gives me the impression that you're
Something gives me the impression that your Wi-Fi
Anyway,
bill is 99 cents
I
a
think
month.
intellectually
We
malnourished
can't hear
people
what
deserve
you're saying.
compassion,
Your
reasonable
Wi-Fi shit,
accommodation.
sir, or ma'am, or they, or whatever you go by. You need to hurry up and fix your Wi-Fi. The 99-cent Wi-Fi plan is not working. Here, I'll send you a rose so that you...
I go by she because my biological sex is female. XX chromosomes and all, since that seems to be so important to you, the arbitrary shape of chromosomes as opposed to the nuances of the genes on them and
XX
how they're actually
chromosomes don't...
expressed into developmental outcomes.
XX chromosomes don't equal female. That's not the definition of sex, yet again. That's not how sex works.
Actually, I agree completely. And
Right.
if you would
So
allow
yeah.
me
So you
to,
can't
if
you
would
can't
allow
say
me
you
to,
can't you
I
can't
would
say
I would say
I'm a
your
female
definition of
because I
sex-
have XX chromosomes.
that's not really how that works. You can't just say
I'm a female
I would
because I
say that
have
your
XX chromosomes. Totally.
so our detransitioned women,
what
like
did you
people
do,
who
what
go
did
on
you,
testosterone,
what
whenever
did you,
they're
what did you detransition from?
male.
Well, you don't change sex in humans. So you're just a female who came off testosterone then. So you're a woman.
Oh my god, I went on testosterone, asshole. Like, do you really want to bring up my
That's
fucking trauma?
literally what
Yeah,
I
sure,
just
great.
said. I literally
I tried to
I just
transition
said
to a
that.
male,
I just
and
said
then I
you
went-
came off. Okay, so you're a once gender confused woman who came to the light. Period. Okay, all right. So, anyways, we're still talking about mutability of
Came
sex.
to
here.
the light, excuse me.
Yeah, you did come to that. You're still looking a little bit dark and groupy right now. You'll get there eventually. Looking a bit paunchy, but it's all right. Just explain to me how humans can change their sex again, because you're just wrong. Because you don't know how biology works.
Okay, because the definition, because you can change the dominant. because you can change the dominant morphological alignment of a person's the biology of a person's sex differentiation. Sure, you can cite some kind of definition that says that because human beings are X, they must also be Y. However, whenever there is evidence that's showing that you can be X and also not, yes, you did. So you said that because of mutual antagonism, because there are women because of the way that sex hormones work, that
I didn't reference hormones.
I didn't reference and only allows the other pathway to develop, and that means that process is solidified throughout lifetime. But
that is yes, it is. That's how it works in gonochoric species. Because after sex differentiation occurs, do you know where your genetic material remains? It remains in the nucleus. So once all those genes
exactly, and how do you
once all those listen to this.
This is my area of expertise. So please allow me to explain to you exactly how these sex hormones rewrite transcription factors that change the developmental outcome of your actual body.
They don't change after sex determination.
Every anatomical outcome, however, they are able. So sex determination, once the process of sex determination, tell your body, okay, I'm going to perceive this tissue. I'm going to perceive this entire nervous system as the same way it would be had it been developed as a female in gestation.
All right,
there's no distinguishing factor.
That's false. I'm going to respond.
That's not false, actually.
I'm going to explain to you how it's false. Okay, so
what's false? First explain my claim is false.
You're false that sex determination material can be changed after the sex determination process or sex differentiation has occurred. That's false. In humans, it doesn't change
because the immune system doesn't change.
Sorry, do you see how I did interrupt you at first and then I let you finish your explanation? I'm going to finish.
You've been interrupting this whole debate.
Yeah, I just said that I interrupted and I let her or it or whatever it is finish. So I'm gonna respond now.
You're really gonna call me it, dude? You're really gonna me?
Yeah, Pennywise. Yeah, sure. So anyways, as far as sex determination is concerned, no, hormones cannot change your sex determination material. Those things do not change.
Absolutely they can.
Those things are okay. All right, stop. What is the primary protein required for testicular differentiation in humans? What's it called?
I don't know the name of the exact protein.
So this is not your area of expertise, and it's called the sex-determining region gene of the Y chromosome or the SRY protein. No.
I know the SRY gene. Okay, obviously, that's not a protein. That's a string of nucleotides.
It is a protein. It's a protein. The SRY is a protein. Yes, it is.
The SRY gene is not a protein. The SRY gene is a protein. Obviously, every gene codes for a protein.
Is the SRY gene a protein? Let's see. Let's just look it up for you because you're.
I'm sorry. So there's a gene that's not a. So you're telling me that there are genes that are not nucleotides.
So excuse me. Sorry.
That are made of amino acids.
The SRY. Yeah, the SRY is a protein. It's a protein that is coded for testicular.
The SRY gene codes for the SRY protein. Obviously,
that's what I just said. So I asked you what is the name of the protein required for the differentiation into testicular development. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way.
So do you know that there are? Hold on. Do you know that there are
after sex determination?
Do you know that there are X with an SRY gene? However, they're missing the XO gene on their third chromosome and their fourth chromosome.
Oh my God! Can you stop? Listen, please.
I'm sure you would love
determination.
You don't like people giving you evidence you haven't considered.
The sex determination material does not change. So after the sex determining region gene of the Y chromosome does its job in testicular differentiation, it does not do anything after that. No level of hormones that happen post-natally.
I'm happy to.
Okay, all right. Show me. No, stop. No, this is what I'm going to do. I gave a source. Show me a source that shows that the SRY gene changes function after postnatally due to hormones.
The SRY gene doesn't know, absolutely not. However, there are additional
so I'm correct. So hold on. So I'm correct. So I'm correct. So hold on. So
oh my God, you asked me the answer.
No, stop. Listen. So then I'm correct in saying that the SRY protein does not change postnatally. You disagreed originally. Now you're agreeing.
With intervention, yes, absolutely.
With intervention. Listen to the question. Listen to the question. Postnatally, can the SRY gene change due to intervention, hormonal intervention? Yes or no?
Can the SRY gene? No. However, it can be suppressed. It's called epigenetics.
It can't. You can't suppress sex determination material postnatally. No,
yes,
you can't.
Yes, you can. You're
using source, please. Show me a source where you can suppress.
You want a source?
Show me a source where you can suppress the sex-determining region gene protein after postnatally due to hormonal intervention.
Literally, the developmental outcome of every single
transformation. Show me a source. I want a source.
The developmental outcome of every transformation you've ever seen.
Source, please. Source. Name a source.
Okay, sorry. Now who's using the infinite
So you
reduction
don't
fallacy?
have a source. So you lied.
I do have a source. I just gave you the source. You're saying you don't like the source.
What's the name of the source?
Hunter Schafer.
Hunter Schafer is no. Oh, this nigga's crazy. That's not a source. I want a medical source showing. The nigga said Hunter Schafer.
I don't need to provide a medical source for something that is
I need a medical source.
Okay, what is your source for the sun being the center of the universe, dude?
No. I want a medical source showing that hormonal intervention can suppress the function of the sex-determining region gene of the Y chromosome postnatally.
I understand that you want to
show
have a
medical
how you got me
or shut the fuck up.
Because I don't
show
have a physical source on me. However, I don't
show
need to provide
a medical source or shut
something
the fuck up.
that is observable with your two eyes.
Do you have a source? Show me a medical source indicating
Hunter Schafer.
Hunter Schafer is not a medical source. Show a source indicating what you're saying.
Okay, the American Institute of Medicine.
Okay, the American Institute of Medicine has many studies. Name a study from the American Institute of Medicine where it states that the SRY gene can be suppressed. That the SRY gene, no. Use. I'm gonna hold you to your claim.
Are there not?
I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you to your claim. Your claim is that
I will be happy to.
Okay, so give me a source.
Are you aware?
Listen. Show me a source from the American.
Show
me. Okay, I'm gonna speak really loud. I'm gonna speak really loud so you can hear me. So I want you to show me a source from the American Institute of Medicine where it says that humans can change or suppress the SRY gene postnatally through hormones. That is what you need to prove. Show me a source.
There are human beings that are born.
Show me a source where the SRY gene,
I do not need to play by your fucking rules, dude. We live in a reality.
You can't back it up. You can't back it up. You cannot back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
I can back it up. I can back it up.
Source, name of the source. Everyone type source. Everyone type source in chat for Goofy right here.
I would happily.
Source. Name of the source. Not.
Okay, you want me to look one?
Yeah, source, please. Now you're going to go look it up because you're fucking goofy. So let me educate y'all while this nigga's gone to go prove himself wrong. The sex-determining region gene of the Y chromosome only has one function throughout the course of an organism's lifetime when they're human. All it does is serve, or when it carries out its function, it initiates the development of testicular development from an undifferentiated gonad during the process of gonadal differentiation. After that, the SRY gene does not carry out any function and no changes or mutability can happen after postnatally. That is a fact in biology, okay? The SRY carries out its function during the prenatal development of a human. It deals with sex determination, and then at the end, it no longer carries out any function. Hormones do not change or suppress the gene. You can't suppress an immutable gene. Either you have an active SRY gene or a negative. You're either SRY positive or SRY negative. Once that process occurs, you do not change. This person is lying. This is why y'all need to stop thinking that degrees give you some sort of ultimate authority to say whatever you want. Okay? So I'm going to wait to find the source really quickly. Let's wait very carefully for Goofy right here to find us.
This entire point y'all are arguing about is so irrelevant.
No, it is relevant.
It's not relevant at all.
It is, and
it's really not.
I'll explain though if you let me.
Like I've been waiting for y'all to finish, but this whole point is really not relevant.
Yeah, it's not relevant because your friend is losing. That's why it's not relevant.
No, I don't know this person. I just met them today.
But she agrees with you, so you're not gonna say it's irrelevant when she's losing. It's okay though. We see the bias. But anyways, the reason it's relevant.
No, I'm saying it's irrelevant because the point's not relevant.
I'm gonna explain how it's relevant. Just stop talking. So it's irrelevant. I'm going to. Okay, let me talk like you. I'm going to explain how it's relevant. Just stop talking. Okay. All right. So the reason it's relevant.
You don't even know my stance to begin with.
I'm talking in the same tone of voice as you, so you can understand me. So stop talking and let me explain.
I love how you're just throwing insults.
What I'm going to. Sorry, fat man, be quiet, please. Right. So host,
sorry. Okay,
host, as a person speaking to you in the same tone of voice. Can you understand what I'm hearing?
You crash out here.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, host, right? The reason it's relevant is because this person said that you can suppress sex determination material after a person is born.
I just said that what they're arguing about is also irrelevant.
So then why don't you kick the person off the panel then?
Huh? Oh, because I'm not going to interrupt y'all.
Kick her off then. Okay, so don't interrupt then. So be quiet then. So Mila, hurry up, please. I don't want to turn 70. I'm 18 years old. I don't want to turn 70 before you figure out what you need to show to us here. I don't want to turn 81. So can you hurry up? Because you see how long it's taking to find a source. Let me look it up. Can you suppress the SRY gene with hormone treatment? Let's see here. No! Hormone treatment cannot suppress the SRY gene. The SRY gene is a gene on the Y chromosome that initiates male sex determination and is not directly regulated by steroid hormones. Instead, the SRY gene is the master switch for male development, determining the formation of testes, which produce testosterone and anti-Müllerian hormone, leading to further sexual differentiation. While hormone replacement treatments are used to treat conditions arising from SRY gene mutations like Swyer syndrome, it addresses the consequences, not the gene itself. So Mila, you are what? Wrong. So no, you cannot suppress the SRY gene. You're illiterate. You're medically illiterate.
Are y'all done? Because I'd love to debate you on my stance.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's very clear that she can't find a source. So what's your stance? Go ahead.
Yeah, my stance is that trans women are by definition women.
Okay, so you're a chaser. All right. So what do you catch the word woman to mean?
What dictionary do you abide by?
I don't abide by any definition. Appealing to a dictionary via fantasy. You can.
Okay, so what's your definition? We need to come to a common ground in order to progress the dialect. So what's your definition of woman?
We don't need to come to a common ground if we disagree.
It would literally be inherently halting the dialect because we would disagree on the definition.
Wait, no. That's not how that works. What we're doing is right now is we're trying to internally critique each other's semantic reduction. So it doesn't matter what my
definition of woman is an adult female being. That's why I'm asking what's yours.
Okay, if a woman is an adult female being, trans women are not women because trans women are male. I agree with that definition, but that doesn't include.
Oh, you agree with the definition?
I agree that trans women are adult female humans. Yes, not trans women. I agree that women are adult human females.
Then you would deem Oxford's definition correct because that's Oxford's definition.
No, it doesn't only come from Oxford.
I never said that it only came from Oxford. All I said is that you deem Oxford's definition correct. Yes or no?
and Cambridge and Merriam-Webster and
I don't really care. Nor did I ask. You deem Oxford's definition of woman correct? Yes or no?
The definitions are not right or wrong. They're not propositional. So
I just said you deem it correct. I never said anything about objectivity. I'm talking about your subjective.
I didn't say anything about objectivity. I'm saying definitions are not propositional. So you can't. That's a confused question. You can't ask a person if they believe a definition is correct or incorrect. Definitions are not.
Yes, you can. Do you know what correct means?
Definitions are not propositions, so they can't be right or wrong.
Something doesn't need to be a proposition to be correct.
Yeah, give an example of what is a proposition, just to clarify.
A proposition is a belief that you're putting out.
Okay, so it's a statement or assertion that expresses judgment or opinion, right? So let's look up. Can definitions be wrong?
Yes.
Definitions can't. No, hold on. Definitions can't be wrong from a propositional sense. You can say that the way that they use the word.
Can be incorrect when people.
Hold on. It's a colloquial sense. When people say definitions are wrong, what they're saying is that it's not in conform. It doesn't conform to common usage. So, if I use the word light to represent the absence of light or something, like if I say if I use the word light to describe darkness, you could say I'm incorrect in the sense that I'm not conforming with common usage, but it doesn't mean that the definition itself is wrong. Okay, so just not in conformance with common usage. So
a definition proposed can still be wrong. Like what? A definition is just inherently a description.
It's a description, but okay.
Yes, and a description can be
incorrect. Analytically, a definition cannot be wrong.
Why?
Because definitions are subjective. So analytically, if I said it just analytically in this context, just means true by definition.
Are you saying a subjective belief cannot be wrong?
If I give you that's not what I'm saying. You're not tracking. What I'm saying.
I just asked you why wouldn't it be wrong, and you said because it's subjective. That's what you just said.
Allow me to finish. Maybe you'll understand. So if I'm the one who sets the criteria for the way that I use a word, right? It can't be wrong under my view. You may disagree with the definition, but it's not wrong. Okay?
No, you can still prove it wrong.
No, you can't. No, you can't prove it wrong. You can prove inconsistencies or a lack of coherency with it, but wrong would not
make it wrong.
No, inconsistencies. Yes. No. Inconsistencies don't necessarily mean that it's wrong. Inconsistencies can just mean that it's not completely consistent. There is just lack of consistency, but the definition can't be quote unquote wrong. The definition is just inconsistent.
You realize wrong can also describe unjust, correct?
I didn't say anything about being unjust. I said inconsistent.
Inconsistent, unjust are essentially the same thing. If something is inconsistent, then if something is inconsistent, that means it's not based on consistent set of rules.
Unjust means not behaving or not based on or having according to what is morally fair and right. And inconsistent.
Yes, inconsistency is unfair inherently.
No, inconsistent means not staying the same throughout.
I'm aware of what it means. I'm saying it's synonymous with unfair.
Inconsistent. No, so inconsistent and unjust do not mean the same thing.
Okay, you realize unfair defines to not based on or behaving according to the principles of equality, right?
No, unjust just means that it's not inconsistent.
I didn't say unjust. I said unfair.
But unjust and unfair are synonymous, not unjust and inconsistent.
You said what?
Inconsistent and unjust are not synonymous. Unjust and unfair are.
What? You're stuttering. It's like hard to.
I did it. I literally didn't stutter.
You didn't stutter. Okay.
I didn't. Inconsistent and unjust are not synonymous. Unjust and
they are synonymous. I just explained why they are.
No, unjust and unfair are not synonymous. Inconsistent and unjust are not. Repeat back what I just said.
You said unjust and unfair are not synonymous. Meanwhile, inconsistent.
That's not what I said.
Nope. That is what you just said.
That's not what I said. I'm going to say it again. Unjust and unfair are synonymous. Inconsistent and unfair are not. That's what I just said.
It was in reverse order.
No, you're reverse.
It was literally in reverse order.
Yes, if it was in reverse, it's wrong. So if it's in reverse,
I just said verbatim, inconsistent is not synonymous with unjust. That's what I just said that you said.
That's not what you said. Nope.
That is what I said. Are you?
Inconsistent and unjust are not synonymous. Unjust and
they are synonymous. They are synonymous. That is verbatim what I just said.
You understand that there's 400 people listening to you. You can't gaslight me.
400 people who follow you, they would be inclined to be biased. Why do I have to deem them as valid?
They're not biased. They're just listening to it.
Prove that they're not. Hold on. Prove that they're not.
I can't prove a negative.
Yes, you can. Oh, okay. So you're slow. There's no such thing as a negative claim. Every claim is inherently positive. You're asserting that the belief is true.
There's no such thing as a negative claim.
Hold on. Tell me. Hold on. Oh, if there's no such thing, we can argue over this right now. What's a negative claim? Hold on. Say what a negative claim is right now.
Yeah, a negative claim is just a statement that claims that something is not happening.
A statement that something is not happening, right? So that means that you're asserting that your interpretation or belief is true, correct?
Yeah, that's a negative claim. You're stating that.
Asserting that something is true is a positive claim, dumbass. That's a positive claim.
No, that's not no. There's a difference between positive claims and negative claims. I'm going to give you an example.
I just explained why a negative claim is inherently positive. Are you slow?
I'm going to explain. No, not all claims are inherently positive. No. So, a positive claim would be me saying something is the case. I'm going to give you an example. If I say
which is what a negative claim is.
Shh. If I say unicorns do exist, chat, is that a negative or positive claim?
That's positive. A negative claim would also be positive.
And if I say unicorns do not exist, is that a negative or a positive claim?
It's a positive claim.
No, it's a negative one.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain it again because you're not comprehending the point I just made. The reason a negative claim does not exist and why every claim is inherently positive is because if you are saying that something is not true, that means you are asserting that your belief is true.
Just read, please. Just read, because you're dumb. A negative claim is a statement. Shh, just read.
No, respond to my argument. No. Respond to my argument. Respond to my argument. Respond to my argument.
Listen. I'm responding. Stop talking.
No, you're not.
I am. Shh. A negative claim is a statement asserting that something does not exist.
Yes, you repeating the definition is not responding to my argument. Are you slow?
So it's not a positive claim. I'm going to look it up for you. Difference between a positive and negative.
I'm aware of the definition. I do not need you to tell me the definition.
So if they're different, then they're not the same. So
I'm going to restate because my argument is
it's okay. Calm down, buddy boy.
Definition is wrong, but you're too fucking stupid to comprehend that.
Don't crash out.
You don't get to accuse people of crashing out every single time they disprove your point.
Yeah, my source. If you don't, then shut the fuck up, Goofy. Now, anyways, a positive claim asserts that something is true. A positive claim asserts that something is true or exists, such as the sky is blue. A negative claim, on the contrary. Okay,
stop. I'm aware of what your argument. I am aware of what your argument is. I'm going to restate my argument because you are not comprehending.
So negative claims are not the same as positive claims.
What your argument
so negative,
is.
you can't prove a negative.
I'm aware of what your argument is.
You are arguing.
Stop talking. I'm aware of what your argument. I'm aware of.
No.
I have literally allowed you to speak and get your argument off. I have allowed you to speak. I have allowed you to speak.
No, you haven't. You've interrupted.
I haven't. Hold on. You can get your argument off right now.
No. So I was correct. So
you can get your argument off right now.
So a negative claim does not require proof in an argument. It's called a burden of proof. If a person makes,
I'm aware of what burden of proof is.
Be quiet, please. Be quiet. I'm going to give you an example, Goof, because you're intellectually malnourished like Mila up there, right?
You couldn't even comprehend my argument, but you're claiming I'm malnourished. Like what?
A negative claim does not require.
So I'm going to explain it again. If you are making a negative claim, you are asserting that your belief or interpretation of the event is true, meaning therefore the negative claim will be positive. There's no such thing as a negative claim. Every claim is inherently positive.
Why are you wasting time arguing with someone who has no interest in actually
understanding? I don't know. Like they're not even comprehending the argument.
So a negative claim asserts that something isn't the case, and the positive claim asserts that something is. And positive and a negative claim are not the same thing. So negative claims are not.
I just explained why they are. You're not addressing my argument. You haven't addressed my argument a single time.
That's not a positive claim. Wrong.
You haven't addressed my argument a single time, which is why I'm saying to stop talking over me because you don't even know what my argument is.
I gave the argument. I did.
I'm aware of your argument. I responded to it. You have yet to respond to the response.
Stop crashing out. Shh. It's okay, baby boy. It's okay. Be a good boy and be quiet for a second. So a negative claim asserts that something isn't the case. If you're asserting that something isn't the case, it is by definition not a positive claim.
Can I respond now?
No, I'm not done.
I'll let you finish.
If I say that unicorns do not exist, people in chat, because he's going to answer wrong anyway. Is it a positive claim or a negative claim? If I say unicorns do not exist, is that a positive or a negative claim? It would obviously be a negative claim because I'm saying that something isn't the case. Now, if I say that unicorns do exist, that would be a positive claim because I'm stating that something is the case. So no, negative claims are not positive because one states that something isn't the case and one states that something is. Don't be goofy.
Can I respond now?
Sure.
Okay, I'm aware of what your argument is. You are arguing that because the definition of a negative claim means that you're asserting that something isn't the case, therefore it cannot be a positive claim. I responded to that, and why I'm saying the definition is not relevant is because I'm explaining why the definition is inherently flawed. If you are asserting that something is not the case, that means that you are asserting that your belief is true. Your belief being that that thing is not the case. If you are asserting,
a negative claim.
Stop. If you are asserting
negative.
If you are asserting that your belief
negative claim.
Stop talking. I let you talk like Jesus Christ.
Negative. Of the sword. I want the name. I can hear you.
National Library of Medicine.
I can't hear you. Name of the source.
National Library of Medicine. In there, they.
National.
May I speak?
What's it? Okay, the Library of Medicine isn't the source. You have to tell me what the name of the study is within the library. The National Library of Medicine is a database for a litany or a plethora of studies. You have to tell me the name of the study.
4-6-XY differences of sex differentiation.
Say it slowly.
In this study is they outline.
Repeat the name of the fucking study.
May I speak?
Repeat the name of the study. I did not hear you.
4-6-XY differences in sex development.
Can you stop? I'm not a court stenographer, madam. You have to speak slower. 46XY. Go ahead. Continue. 46XY.
I'm not going to continue with every fucking time.
46 bomber plot XY. Finish.
What you do not understand is that
46 motherfucking XY. Finish the name of the title.
Being an asshole doesn't make you right. Being entertaining to a large audience doesn't make you right.
Yeah, 46XY being an asshole. Okay, let me look that up. 46XY being an asshole. Oh, I got a Reddit post. So let's try this again. 46XY what? 46XY.
Being an asshole doesn't make you right.
Excuse me. 46XY. Finish the title of the source.
How can I finish whenever you cut me off every time I start to fucking speak?
46X bomber clot Y. Finish.
You are not in control of when I speak and when I don't speak.
You can't answer the question. 46XY. Finish.
May I speak without you interrupting me?
Jesus Christ, our fucking mighty. Answer the fucking question now. 46XY. Finish the title.
Absolutely not. No. I'm going to answer.
Oh, so you won't give the name of the source. All right. Hold on, sir. I think
you don't get to dictate when I speak.
I think someone just sent it to me because you're being an asshole. So let me just put it up. So, okay. So it says 46XY, differences of sexual development from the National Library of Medicine. That's what we found. All right.
Now, if I may speak.
No. Stop. No, what I want you to do. No, stop.
No, of course you don't want me to speak.
No, I want
no. I'm looking. Stop.
I'm asking a clarifying question, Goofy.
No, I will not.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Why should I shut up when you don't shut up? Why should I shut up when you don't shut up?
What I want you to do now, is I want you.
No. I don't care what you want me to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. So why don't you shut the fuck up?
Show me where in the source it says that hormone replacement therapy suppresses the SRY gene postnatally. Where?
I would be happy to. Will you shut the fuck up so I can speak?
Of course. Show me. Show me where to go.
Okay. In this study, they outline cases of human beings that are born with a genotype, with DNA.
Where is the source? Where does it say?
Shut the fuck up so I can speak.
That's not the question.
Shut the fuck up.
That's not the question. It's not the question.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am just going to start talking.
Where in the source? Everyone type where. Everyone type where in the chat. Where in the motherfucking
but I'm not going to fight with you in order to get the words out. I'm just going to speak in normal volume. Okay?
Where?
Here in this study, what we can see is that there are examples of human beings that are born with a genotype of DNA that if they were born in a different human being's body with a different uterus environment, the hormones in the uterus environment would have created a child that was born completely endosexually male. However, because of the hormones present in the mother's uterine environment, they were born developmentally female. The only way that this can happen is because hormones interact with and suppress the SRY gene. And because of this, that is indisputable proof that hormones, not only in utero, but also as an adult, also as a post-conception child, can suppress the SRY gene. Now, the SRY gene only functions in a short window in gestation, in the very beginning of a human being's lifespan. So because that is when the SRY gene is doing its job, it is not necessary. One does not need to suppress the SRY gene throughout the lifetime in order to change the impact of the developmental outcomes of a human being's sex differentiation.
Where in the source? Where? Hello?
See how I had to speak that entire time?
Where in the source is the bomber clot claim?
You had to speak over me because you had to silence me. Because your technique is that whenever you are not able to disprove someone with actual merit-based science, you then resort to overspeaking them.
Where in the source? Where is it? Where in the source is it? Y'all be doing everything but answering the fucking question. I'm not playing with you people today. Answer the question. Where in the source does it say that the SRY gene can be suppressed by hormone replacement therapy postnatally? Answer the question. And you're back on it again. So let me have the text to speech read this out. I'm gonna read it out loud to everyone. Okay? All right. So this source does not say anything. Let me look for the word suppressed. Okay, so the word suppressed is not even in the fucking study. All you have to do was a control V and look for the word. So she left again. Now, anyways, back to you, host, and your gender confusion. Women are
gender confusion.
Women are we know you like to sleep with trans women. It's okay.
I don't.
Wait, but they're women. Are you straight?
Huh?
But you're a straight man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you sleep with women since trans women are women? Oh.
You said what?
Oh. Wait, you don't date trans women? You're a woman. You said they were women. So why don't you date trans women?
I never have. That doesn't mean that I won't.
Oh.
It's not something I take into account.
So would you date a trans woman?
Sure.
The nigger is gay. The nigger is gay. You a gay bo, gay bo, gay bo, gay bo, gay. The nigger is gay, 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 gay. Very gay, gay, gay. We love a gay man, gay, 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 gay. All right, so now you tell me what a woman is. So the woman is about you with female.
No, you still have yet to respond to my negative claim argument.
No, but I already proved you wrong. So.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
repeating the definition when I'm explaining why the definition is incorrect is just circular.
I didn't repeat. You can claim something isn't. You can claim that what am I saying? When you say something,
stop stuttering, bitch.
When you claim, I'm not your mother. Don't call me a bitch. Don't come to Jesus, please. No,
I'll call you a bitch if I fucking want to. Stop stuttering. Learn how to argue.
Is that what the trans women call you when you smash with them and they're topping you, bitch?
You said what?
You like that word, right? When the trans women are topping you, they call you bitch. You like that word, don't you?
No. I've never fucked a trans woman in my life.
The confidence. Wait, so when the trans women are banging out your rectum, you're fine.
I've never fucked a trans woman in my life.
Never?
Ad hominems don't make you correct.
Don't sound like it though.
Ad hominems do not make you correct.
Don't sound like it though. When they're making your rectum their home for the little semen, you definitely be their bitch.
You can think that ad hominems don't make you correct.
Sure.
You still have yet to explain why you can't. You still have yet to explain why you can't.
He knows he wants that trans dick. Period. So anyways, as I was saying, it's okay, sir. Calm down. It's okay. Don't crash out. So, yet again, I responded to your arguments already. Negative claims are not positive.
You did not respond. Repeating the definition is not a response.
I didn't just repeat the definition. I explained.
That is exactly what you did.
That's not what I did. I explained.
Okay, so what was your argument then?
Yeah, so that the statement in response to what you were saying is that a negative claim is not saying that something is true. It's saying that something isn't true.
That's just repeating the definition, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, exactly. So you're wrong there. So
what do you mean exactly? You just said you weren't repeating the definition. Now you're conceding that you are repeating the definition. Are you slow?
The definition disproves what you're saying.
Huh?
The definition.
I'm putting the definition into question, dumbass.
Okay, and I'm saying that you haven't put the definition into question because all you've said is that you're claiming that something is true. That's not. You're wrong.
That's putting it into question. My God, you are fucking slow.
Listen.
You're the only one not listening.
Shut up. When a person makes a claim that something isn't true, they're not saying that it is true. They're saying it's not true.
I'm aware of what your argument is.
So it's not a positive claim. Bingo.
I just said.
Bingo.
What I said 10 different times. What I said 10 different times.
Bingo.
Getting loud does not make you correct.
Bingo.
Getting loud does not make you correct.
Bingo.
Getting loud does not make you correct.
Bingo.
So as I said 10 different times that you have yet to explain. As I said 10 different times that you have yet to explain why it's correct, incorrect.
Bingo. Anyways, what is a woman? If a woman
do you debate anywhere outside of TikTok? I'd love to do this with actual judges and moderators.
If a woman.
No, hold on. No,
I'm talking.
Before we progress, no, because I wasn't done talking. Before we progress, do you debate anywhere outside TikTok Live? Because I would love to do this with actual judges and moderators.
I don't care.
You don't care because you can't debate.
I don't. Well, I can't debate. You don't know the difference between a negative and a positive game.
I just explained why there's no difference. I just explained that.
There's no difference. Okay, let me. I'm gonna call up someone who's gonna school you.
You can call whoever you want. They're just as slow as you.
Sorry, does anybody know who Kojo is? Y'all called Kojo in here to come talk to this man because he doesn't know the difference between negative and positive claims.
So anyways, would you like to take this to Discord with an actual judge? You can bring your own judge and I'll bring mine and we can
I'm not bringing a judge. The only thing you should be judging is your love for trans women.
So you're ducking because you can't debate. So you're ducking because you can't debate.
I'm debating you right now and you're proving that you don't know how.
You're ducking because you can't
debate. You don't even know the difference between a negative and a positive claim.
Because I just explained why there is no difference.
There is a difference. Yeah, there is.
What do you mean there is a difference? I just explained why there's not.
But I explained how it is.
Every claimant, hold on. So when you make a negative
claim,
when you make a negative claim,
you keep saying that over and over.
This is all you do, you just talk over people. I think you're correct. Is this all you do, just talk over people?
Okay. So yeah, I just explained how they were different. You're just goofy.
There is no difference, as I explained multiple times. As I explained multiple. Yes, you can put out an argument that doesn't make it correct because I think.
Yeah, and so you can do the same to me. It's right now.
Yeah, I'm explaining the flaw in your argument.
I explained the flaw in yours as well.
No, you didn't. You didn't respond directly to my argument.
No, but I did though. But I did though.
All you did was repeat the definition.
But I did though.
Yeah, no, I'm not engaging anymore.